Hi, this is Stephen. A couple of quick messages before the news. Firstly, if you are a Send7 supporter and you can hear this message, then you still haven't moved to our new supporters feed, which doesn't have any adverts and has bonus episodes. Please check your email and send me an email if you can't find one. Secondly, there's going to be an Ask Me Anything episode very soon. If you have any question for me at all, then send it to podcast@send7.org. Or if you'd like to hear your voice on this podcast, you can ask your question in a voice message at speakpipe.com/send7. Thank you. Good morning. This is Send7 World News in 7 minutes. I'm Stephen Devincenzi. Today is Friday, the 7th of August, 2026. Starting in the Americas today, in Colombia, Abelardo de la Espriella will become president today, taking over from Gustavo Petro after winning the presidential election in June. De la Espriella is generally considered far-right and has spoken about removing Colombia from international organizations like the United Nations. In Chile, there have been major floods in some areas of the south after heavy rains caused rivers to overflow. Some people are missing. In Brazil, Chinese car company BYD has launched a car which can run on 3 fuels: electricity, petrol, or ethanol. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has said that Canada is defending its workers after United States President Donald Trump said Canada is nasty over a tariff dispute.
Whatever adjective is used, yes, we're standing up for Canadian workers, for Canadian businesses, as we always have from the start. And from the start, our focus has been on what we can control, and that's investing in protecting our jobs, investing in the future.
Asia and Oceania. Iran and Oman have proposed a deal in which Iran controls shipping entering the Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz, and Oman would control ships leaving the Gulf through the strait. 8 of the world's biggest shipping organizations have sent a joint letter to United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres saying that charging ships to travel through the strait would violate international law and damage the world economy. Iran has told Arab Gulf states that if the US attacks Iran again, Iran will hit critical energy infrastructure in Gulf states, according to Reuters, quoting anonymous Iranian and Gulf sources. Yemen's Houthi rebels say that they have attacked 2 Saudi oil tankers with ballistic missiles. 2 Israeli soldiers have been killed in an explosion in southern Lebanon. These are the first Israeli deaths since a truce was agreed in June. 1 civilian was killed and others were injured in an Israeli airstrike in the Lebanese town of Tebnina, according to the health ministry. In Australia, 2 Iranian female footballers who claimed asylum after visiting Australia for a football match in March have been granted Australian citizenship. In India, environmentalists say that a data centre being built by Google on the east coast of Andhra Pradesh state is a risk to wildlife and water supplies. Google is spending $15 billion on the project and says it will create up to 188,000 jobs. Google said it was taking measures to protect the environment and water supplies. In Indonesia, a wildfire is burning in the Mount Bromo National Park, which has been closed to visitors. The weather phenomenon, El Niño, has caused a drought in parts of Indonesia. However, salt farmers who rely on dry weather for harvesting salt are celebrating great salt production from El Niño. Africa. In Spain, humanitarian organizations say that around 1,100 unaccompanied children are in the city of Ceuta. Last week, around 60,000 people illegally crossed into Ceuta from Morocco. Spain says that almost all of these people have been returned to Morocco. However, they cannot remove unaccompanied children. In Uganda, football player David Owori has died after being attacked in an attempted robbery in Kampala. Owori played for Ugandan Premier League side Sports Club Villa and the Uganda national team. Europe. In Ukraine, Russia killed at least 17 Ukrainian civilians in a drone and missile bombardment of the capital Kyiv on Wednesday. Some of these strikes appeared to be targeting Ukrainian retailers, which may be a choice of target based on Ukraine's recent campaign of strikes on Russia's Wild Berries online retailer, often known as the Amazon of Russia. 3 people were killed in a Russian strike on the central city of Dnipro yesterday. A North Korean missile unit has deployed to Russia to help Russia fire missiles at Ukraine, Ukraine has said. In Germany, a drone carrying explosives has been found at Leipzig airport, close to a Ukrainian plane, according to police reports. Interior Minister Alexander Dobrindt said that a broken detonator was the only reason that there was no explosion, and said that Germany faces, quote, a new level of danger, end quote. Dobrindt did not specifically name Russia as being responsible, but said that foreign powers were most likely responsible. Other German politicians have blamed Russia directly. German car manufacturer BMW has been criticised for a recent advertising campaign for the new Spiderman film, in which the car's dashboard display plays a long advert for the film. For most BMWs built after 2020 and sold in many countries, when turning on the vehicle over the last week, a message has appeared which says, "Surprise, Spider-Man just dropped on your BMW." And if the user touches the message, then the trailer plays. Some drivers have complained that the advert is inappropriate and intrusive. Hungary has turned off decorative lighting at state institutions because of a power crisis caused by record low water levels in the Danube River, which have caused the almost total shutdown of Hungary's only nuclear power plant. And the Polish swimmer Bartłomiej Kubkowski has become the first person to swim from Sweden to Poland without any physical help. Kubkowski crossed 160 kilometers of the Baltic Sea in 55 hours and 10 minutes. He was accompanied by a boat which gave him food and water, but he never touched the boat. A big thank you to Chen Guangying in Taiwan, Laura in Spain, and Laszlo in Hungary for becoming our newest supporters. Sen7 supporters have access to all episodes ad-free, bonus episodes, transcripts, vocabulary lists, worksheets, quizzes, and more. And we give 10% of our profit to charity. Click on the link in the episode description for more information. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday.